Claude can control your Mac now. Open apps, navigate your browser, fill spreadsheets. So, what we are going to do today is to try out the computer use feature that was just released within the last day, I think, maybe 10 hours ago. But I haven't actually tried it out because I have a system similar to this. I have been automating my Mac using Apple scripts, relaying instructions to Cloud Code using Telegram. This is my setup. I do have a screenshot of it here, I think. So I talk to everything. I talk to Cloud Code using Telegram, and it relays my voice, it transcribes my voice, or I can just also type in. For example, for this video as well, you can see I can, it's crafting the script, the titles. It did all the research and found all the competitions, videos, did the verification. I can also like talk to it and it transcribes it. It's very simple actually, but now that it transcribes the audio and then injects that into Cloud Code session using a Python script. So this has been my setup since agent teams came out. Well, before that, I was using sub agents. But with agent teams, you have this sort of team lead on the left side, and then it delegates to multiple teammates. So each one of these teammates get its own fresh context. So it works very nicely and very accurate. But in the last week or so, Anthropic had been very busy dishing out so many features. They released dispatch. They released what are those called? Prompt hooks, or you can inject messages from dispatch into an active running Claude sessions. I forget the term they actually use. A bunch of use cases, a bunch of um, features that they released last week. So I do want to. I think I can make this work using the native integration as well. This is working and this is reliable. I've been working for months for my custom setup, but I do want to try it out. That the native integrations, putting it all together, I can make it work. Um, so that it could be more complex than my simple setup, but I do want to try it out. But in this video, I do want to try out dispatch and computer use specifically because that is interesting. Let's see if my audio and everything is coming through first. Studio. Let's see if my audio and everything is coming through first. All right, that is working. So I do want to do a proper video on this, but this is just me trying out a bunch of things. YouTube. Let me set up my YouTube chat. Bunch of things. Let's see. So this is their official blog. Put Claude to work on your computer. In Claude Cowork and Claude Code, Claude can use your computer to point, click, and complete tasks. I should probably download the latest version of Claude before doing anything else and quit this thing here. How do I? Okay, quit. Looks like it is not quitting. Claude desktop. Let's start with download that first. And what else are they? saying. I haven't actually tried out Dispatch either, so we'll try it out, I think, from a computer first and maybe some simple tasks. And after that, we will try out Dispatch if we have time. I'm also doing another stream after this for my vibe coding users, for my community, and also on YouTube. I am working on my SaaS, and I do have a few things that I need to release, etc. So, how Claude Code uses your computer? Claude will reach for the. Now, let's read it from here. In Claude Cowork and Claude Core, you can now enable Claude to use your computer to complete tasks. When Claude doesn't have access to the tool it needs, it will point, click, and navigate. So I think it's mainly you have connectors and integrations by default anyway. If that is not enabled, I think that will, for example, if you haven't connected Gmail for example, as a connector, it will literally use your computer to go to your Gmail account and do it that way. But first, let's update our downloads, Cloud DNG. Let's update that. So these are all the YouTube trend scan. This is my current setup. Sending me YouTube trend scan yesterday or 2 days ago, and then it's creating my diagrams for my videos, things like that, and daily project review and the code. If it is something related to code, it does the architecture and things like that. So everything is sent to my Telegram. I find it much more interesting. Let's replace. All right, now Claude. I'm hoping to see a bunch more options available on the desktop app. So this is available in Cloud Code and Cloud Cowork. We'll test it probably both, maybe. So we have the desktop app. Okay, now I get the dispatch task. I haven't actually updated since last week, so that makes sense. Dispatch, I get access to dispatch. Here, your phone is like a walkie-talkie that can communicate with Cloud on your computer. Just send Cloud a message and it will work on tasks using your computer. Cloud can also run tasks on a schedule or whenever you need them. But that was released even before. But maybe they have connected the schedule task option from Cowork, which is which is this thing that they released. Keep awake. When enabled, Cloud will prevent your computer from going to sleep. That is actually a nice feature. Even if I will that work even if I close my laptop? Um so I think we will test it with the normal. Oh, this is Cowork. Do I have so it is available from Cowork and Code, so we have to use Cowork, I think. We have ideas, create daily briefing. Maybe probably can use one of these. No, just give it a simple task to click around and see what it can do. We'll maybe ask it to browse Reddit or something like that. So I don't think there's any extra setup needed here. Enable cloud computer use. Right. Okay, if we have any settings, let's see if we have any settings there. Cloud in Chrome, that never worked for me. That's not it. Cloud Code, Cowork, connected, no, capabilities. AI powered artifacts, code execution, skills. Did my research do anything? So what exactly is computer use? In simple terms, Cloud can now see your screen and interact with it. It can move your mouse, click buttons, type text, open applications, navigate websites, fill out forms, Claude Code does not just blindly start clicking around your screen, reaches for the most precise tool first. This was what I was talking about. It it actually tries to use the MCPs and the direct connectors that it has first, and then if it doesn't have any integrations like that, because that is much easier than clicking around on computer, and it's faster and more reliable as well, and has been around for a while. When there's no connector available for what you need, Cloud can directly control your browser, mouse, keyboard, and screen to complete the task. It looks at what is on display, takes a screenshot, and send it to cloud servers, and figures out where to click and interact with the UI like a human would. Connectors, precise tool integrations. When no connector exists, it goes to screen control. So maybe it is enabled by default. Yeah, there is computer use here under general. Allow all browser actions. No, that's not it. Just this. So turn on computer use. Let me just take a screenshot of that. Claude will take screenshots of your screen and control your mouse and keyboard. You will approve each app but not confirm each step Claude performs. Some actions cannot be undone. Apps you approve could open other apps that you haven't approved. Okay, this is not very safe per se, but probably much safer than open Claude. There is no way to know unless you actually use it for a while. But this has permissions, etc., built in. It's on a probably um oh, this is a research preview. Start with tasks where mistakes are easy to fix. Yeah. Close anything sensitive. All right. Do I have anything sensitive? I don't think so. Turn on. Granted. Screen recording granted. Let's see. Cloud accessibility. So let's enable that for Cloud accessibility. Okay, that's also granted. What is this? Denied apps. You can add denied apps. All right. Okay. Any request Cloud makes to access these apps is automatically rejected. You'll all do keychain. Oh, okay. You have preset apps here as well. Anti-gravity. No, it's just a list of all apps, I think. So is there keychain? Yeah, keychain. I don't want it any access to because it has all my passwords, and also I don't want it to access my last pass. That also has, but it's not actually. Uh, it's not actually showing up on in this list here. Let's see. Last pass. L. No, it's not actually. But anyway, passwords. Yeah, let's add passwords as well. That is Max password app. I don't think there anything else is particularly sensitive, but in any case, it can easily run a script to try to get access to these apps. Uh, but that probably won't work because I haven't given the script where Cloud Core, the terminal where Cloud Core runs, which is iTerm. That may not actually be able to access other apps. So be careful there as well, not to. If it asks something like iTerm would or your terminal would like access to a different app, don't do it. Depends on which app. So most in my case, whenever I do something online, it tries to especially when it uses browser use, it tries to access the keychain sometimes to read the password. So keep computer awake. Prevent your computer from idle sleeping. Claude is open, so scheduled tasks can run. That makes sense actually. I'll switch that on as well. Run on startup voice shortcut. Speak to Claude from anywhere on your desktop. Caps lock. Haha, this is a new one. I haven't actually. Does that mean that I wouldn't be able to use caps lock on Obsidian or something like that? Yeah, I won't be able to. So I need to do a custom Alt Shift Windows space. Alt Shift space. That's a lot. Okay, set shortcut. Maybe control space. No, that's raycast. Ah, control doesn't work. Yeah, resource search. What's happening? Shift option. Alt Shift space. That is okay. Alt Shift space. All right. Okay. I think the setup is all right. Then let's ask it to. What do we do? Let's ask it to open my Telegram and send me. No, open my Telegram and read. Well, send a text message. Send a SAM test message. That's probably what I can do. So let's do new task. And then what was that? Command Shift. Now you have this here. Can you open my Telegram and send a hello to my to Megan AI bot? Let's go. Let's see if it will do anything. Starting up. So it tries to see the connectors. Yeah, installed applications on your computer doesn't appear to be installed. What do you mean? No. Okay. Telegram is installed. Huh? Telegram is installed. Maybe. Give it proof. Here. Yeah. It's not like the hype. It doesn't actually. Let's see if it works here. Aha, now it does it. Now is this is the okay, permit. This is a permission box then. Allow for this session. Okay, you can't actually there are only two options, deny and allow for this session. You cannot make it work for every session. So that means that if I open a new task, these permissions are gone. But that's fine because you have the if you have dispatch on phone, you still have access to. We probably can quickly give access that way, I think. But it's still not. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to still replace my setup here with Telegram and Claude Code, which uses agent teams to. Yeah, this is pretty much easy because this runs on bypass permissions on here, so it doesn't actually ask for much for anything really. It just it's 98% autonomous. But anyway, let's give the hello for this session. Okay, fine. Access granted. Why is it asking me again? Can you confirm you would like me to? Yeah, I can confirm. Don't ask me for permissions again. What's the point of task if it continuously? Oh, right, nice. Requesting access to bypass the system private window picker. I wonder how it is actually doing. Is it native messaging? Allow anyway. Okay. So it kind of like resize the actual Claude window to the side. And what is it doing now? So you can see the. Okay, I'm not going to touch my mouse, but you can see the orange border around it is doing something, but still saying there's still a notification banner covering part of. What will it do? Will it slide it outside? I should have set up dispatch on phones. Maybe I could have controlled it from phone. Right, it resized it. Can you dismiss? All right, it's not perfect then. It's dismissed now. It's dismissed now. All right. Yeah, but yeah, it's still in research preview. So, all right. Claude is using your computer. Okay. All right. It did type and send hello there. So that is done. Oh, okay. Once it finishes, it restores the window. So maybe I can actually send something else. Maybe ask it to find what are the to use Reddit and see ask. Okay, let's do this. Can you go to Reddit using computer use and see what are the trending posts in on subreddits related to Claude Code and what's going viral on Reddit. I can also say and create an equivalent of that Reddit post, convert that, repurpose that into a tweet, and go to my Twitter and post it. Let's see. Check your Claude in Chrome account. Restart. Open extension settings. It is okay. This is Claude in Chrome. But it's still trying to use Claude in Chrome first, so I'm going to nudge it to use my computer. Use my computer instead, not through extensions. So it does still give priority to other. It's actually using its own search functionality, but can you do the task using computer, not using extensions or connectors? Actually control my browser to go to Reddit and find the posts. Right. Let's try to do that. All right, it's not able to do that. Why is that? I would love to do that, but there is a limitation I should let you know about. Let me save that. My options are to get this done are reconnect Chrome extension. If you reconnect Claude in Chrome extension, now let's the extension is connected. Can you try? Actually, that's not computer use, right? So we are not going to do that. What else can you do? That's interesting. Can you open up my terminal app and do an ls on my home directory? Is it able to do that? Is it also use computer use? All right. Allow this session. Let's see what it does. Is it? It has open item 2. Okay. What will it open a new tab? I have open item for you. Note for that for security terminals are restricted to click tier in computer use. I can see the click in them, but I can't type. How do I give more permissions than just read only permissions for computer use? So they have actually taken a lot of security upfront. It's I think unfortunately you can't change the browser permission tier. It is a fixed safety restriction built into the computer use system. So Anthropic has built it in to the code. I think browsers are always locked to read tier, screenshots only, no clicks or typing. That's only when using computer use, I think. You can still use the extensions or use with the extension, which is Claude in Chrome or Playwright or any other MCPs that will still work. Similarly, terminals and IDs are locked to click tier. Let me. What apps do you have write access to? It should have been right, not right. Most apps get full access, but browsers are locked to read and screenshots only. So let me just see. Can you open my Obsidian then and then create a new note using and enter the report on from Reddit that we did before and create a new note on in Obsidian. Let's send that. Okay. Allow for the session. All right. It's able to do that. All right, that's Obsidian is open. It's creating new note. What will happen now? Is it able to type it? Closed it. No, that's my old. All right, okay, it did type it. But it messed up my script. I actually asked it to add to a new note to my script. What is it doing though? It looks like the content got pasted into the existing Claude release. Okay, it recognized the error now. Moved. Oh, it's open in the commander bar. New note. What is it doing? It's taking a screenshot. Create a new note. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be super slow. I'm not convinced of how who would use this because it's going to be really slow taking screenshots and using computer like this. Yes, it's not able to figure it out. It's not actually clicking on the create new note menu. I think it's just closing the commander bar after that. So it's getting pasted into my script, but it's I went into the wrong note again. So the second time also, it's not perfect. I don't know how people will. Yeah, anytime something comes like this get released, this is a game changer, right? It could be like after a few tries, but not straight away on on the day of release. It needs some configuration and trial and error. Usually, any features, but this is not mature. Okay, it's created a new note now. This is a third attempt. It's probably okay. Okay, all right. Okay, now I have. Right. It's going in circles. I have no idea why it is closing it. Interesting. Maybe I know why. Because any new note that gets created goes into my inbox and then it gets picked up by okay, it's not Claude's fault. It's actually working. It's my Obsidian really because it gets picked up by my agents and gets processed. So it is actually going here into archives processed in both. Yeah, so actually going in here as soon as it pastes it there. Anyway, I am going to stop it. Now it is working when I have because it gets smooth as soon as it creates. That's my script doing that, so that's fine. So it is working. It's working. It's trying to rename the note here at untitled. Ah, all right, okay. Right clicking it. It's pretty slow. Destination file already exists. All right. So that's the one, but it doesn't have any content. Okay, you get the idea. It's not perfect, but it will need some configuration, custom configuration for people, like individually too, per person. Yeah. Anyway, so it's stopped it there. So that's pretty much it. I think computer uses nothing complicated to it. You go there and enable computer use, deny list of applications, and open your Cloud Cowork and give it execute tasks. That's really it. You can do from Cloud Core in desktop as well here, but can I do it from the terminal? Let's see. CD local space Claude. Can you open my Telegram and send a message? Ooh, I'm already. It's actually eating through my session limit very fast. Message to me on my Telegram. Send a message to Megan AI bot. Say hello there. Use computer use. Cloud code from terminal. Will that work? Uh-huh. No, it's actually using browser automation tools, so that's not what we want. Can you use computer use? So it doesn't look like it has access to Cloud code from terminal. So let's try to send that from Cloud code from the desktop app. But in the release, Cloud to work on Cloud Cowork and Cloud Code doesn't have access to tool it needs. Cloud's computer use capability in Cloud Cowork and Cloud Code is in research, and Cloud Code is in research preview. It won't always work perfectly. Complex tasks sometimes need a second try. Working through your screen is slower than using a direct integration. We are sharing it early because we want to learn how it works, and where it fails. Just like we did it with Cloud Cowork. It's now available and for Cloud Pro and Cloud Max subscribers. For now, computer is use is supported only on Mac OS. You will need to make sure the desktop app is awake and running. From there, you can pair it with a mobile app and try handing off a task from your phone. From there, you can use the mobile app. Pair it with the mobile app. All right, okay. All right, that's pretty much it. I'm going to end it there and make a proper video on this. Is there anything that I had to actually? Anything else? Now for the feature, biggest practical impact is got the least coverage. That's not it. Claude script.